1 second. Okay, so what I was saying is what is electrical system? Electrical system is nothing but it is group of component which is connected. The components are connected together in such a way that they will be able to perform some operation. Or if I will say it in a very simple language, an electrical system is nothing but the group of electrical components connected to carry out some operation. Okay. So that was about electrical system. तो हमारा जो next unit है उसका नाम क्या है? उसका नाम है energy efficiency in electrical system. So what we need to study? We need to study how we can increase the efficiency, energy efficiency of your electrical energy system. Energy efficiency से आप क्या समझते हैं? What is energy efficiency? How you can define it? How you can say that okay, my this component is energy efficient? Hmm? At least respond. At least you people are having 1 or 2 points, no? Tell me that. We will discuss. Okay, fine. You all actually know
मैम
what is. हाँ बताइए बताइए. हाँ जतन.
एनर्जी एफिशिएंट माने मैम जो एनर्जी की अमाउंट को कम करती हो.
Okay, that is like near to the answer. So actually, beta, energy efficiency is if you are needing less amount of energy performing the same task. It is like that if you earlier you are using 10 kilowatt hour and now you are using say 8 kilowatt hour. It means that now your energy efficiency is better than your previous energy efficiency of the same system. ठीक है. That is what energy efficiency actually define as. So if you are able to suppose for example अगर आप एक यूनिट पहले 2 यूनिट ले रहा था आपका एसी एंड यू आर प्रोवाइडिंग इट विद सच काइंड ऑफ सपोर्ट और यू आर चेंजिंग सम थिंग इन इट और वट एवर यू आर डूइंग सम इम्प्रूवमेंट सो दैट अब आपका जो एसी है इट इज टेकिंग ओनली वन यूनिट. ठीक है. 1 घंटे चलने के लिए या 2 घंटे चलने के लिए देन यू कैन से कि ओके नाउ योर एसी इज मोर एनर्जी एफिशिएंट. सो इफ द अगर आप सेम टास्क परफॉर्म करने के लिए नाउ योर डिवाइस और योर कंपोनेंट इज टेकिंग लेस एनर्जी देन यू कैन से दैट ओके इट इज एनर्जी एफिशिएंट. ठीक है. तो एनर्जी एफिशिएंसी कैन बी डिफाइंड एज यूजिंग लेस एनर्जी टू परफॉर्म द सेम टास्क. ठीक है. दैट इज एलिमिनेटिंग एनर्जी वेस्टेज. तो इसका इससे क्या हो रहा है कि जो वेस्टेज है अगर मान लो यू हैव वन डिवाइस और अगर वो पहले किसी ज़्यादा एनर्जी पे काम कर रहा था लेकिन अब वो कम पे कर रहा है वो एनर्जी एफिशिएंट तो हो गया है. साथ ही साथ में क्या हो गया यानी कि उसको उतनी की ज़रूरत नहीं थी. अगर उससे कम पे भी उतना उससे बेहतर या उतना अच्छा आउटपुट दे सकता है. इट मीन्स कि वो जो एनर्जी गैप है दैट वाज वेस्टेज. वो वेस्टेज था. So by that you can actually eliminate the electrical energy wastage. Okay. So ये तो हो गया आपको इलेक्ट्रिकल सिस्टम्स पता है आपको एनर्जी एफिशिएंसी पता है. तो मुझे कुछ बेनिफिट्स बताओ कि हम लोग ये यूनिट पढ़ रहे हैं तो यू मस्ट बी एबल टू टेल सम बेनिफिट ऑफ एनर्जी एफिशिएंसी. तभी किसी चीज को पढ़ने का कोई ना कोई आउटपुट होता है. तो जस्ट लेट मी नो कि what we will get if we will make any component or any process or any system energy efficient. वेस्टेज तो मैंने बता दिया दैट विल एलिमिनेट एनर्जी वेस्टेज. उसके अलावा व्हाट आर द बेनिफिट विच वी विल गेट आउट ऑफ एनर्जी एफिशिएंट इफ वी विल मेक एनी सिस्टम एनर्जी एफिशिएंट. एनीबॉडी कोई भी एक तो बताओ एटलीस्ट. देखो अगर मैंने जैसे बताया आपको एनर्जी एफिशिएंट क्या होता है और इट इज एलिमिनेटिंग एनर्जी वेस्टेज. तो उसके बाकी के जो बेनिफिट है दोज बेनिफिट्स आर रिलेटेड टू द सेम थिंग मोर और लेस. ठीक है. सो एज इट इज एलिमिनेटिंग एनर्जी वेस्टेज तो एनर्जी वेस्टेज यानी ज्यादा एनर्जी पहले ले रहा था अब अगर कम एनर्जी तो डेफिनेटली कॉस्ट विल बी रिड्यूस्ड. ठीक है, जो हमारा एक बहुत important factor होता है when we are designing any system. It should be cost efficient at the same time. ठीक है, if you are able to make any system energy efficient, then in the back end you are reducing the cost also. And what else? Definitely अगर आप एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं तो आप उसके लिए कुछ ना कुछ बैक एंड पे जनरेशन कर रहे होंगे, तो उस जनरेशन में यू मस्ट बी यूजिंग सम रिसोर्सेज, एंड एनी रिसोर्सेज will more or less, अब रिन्यूएबल भी आप यूज कर रहे हो, इफ यू विल से, देन इफ यू आर यूजिंग समथिंग, तो आप वो रिन्यूएबल में यूज करने के लिए भी तो कुछ कंपोनेंट रन कर रहे हो ना. You can't run a renewable until and unless it is very robust. Or in the very last class, what I have told you is that because of the stochastic nature of renewable resources, we can't use them directly. We have to provide them with some support of like energy storage device or with some conventional energy source. We have to use them. So what I was telling is, okay, so if you are, even if you are using renewable energy sources, you are contributing to greenhouse gases. So in that way, we can say that by making any system energy efficient, we are reducing those greenhouse gas elimination. We are reducing those greenhouse gas. Okay, we are reducing the greenhouse gas emissions. At the same time, sometime it is happening that we have like you must have studied about the tariff and the import and export. There are many pacts between the states in which it is decided, okay, if this state is having less energy generation, then the neighborhood state or the other state will provide it with the energy if they are having excess of it. Okay, so there are some factors. Definitely if you are importing something from the other person, then you have to pay for that, no. But if you are able to make your system energy efficient, it directly means that now you will need less amount of energy, and at the same time, as you are needing less amount of energy, you need to import less amount of energy. And that's in that case, what will be the benefit? Definitely you need to when you need to import less amount of energy, then definitely you are lowering the cost. Okay, so these are some benefit of making your system energy efficient. So, and they are quite a big deal. Like these advantages of energy efficient system are the need of the hour. So it is very important to know how we can make our system energy efficient under this particular unit, which is your fifth unit. So under energy efficiency in electrical system, you have to study electricity billing, electrical load management and maximum demand control. See, if you will, अगर मैंने आप लोगों को पहले कहा था, you all will need to have your syllabus in your hands while you are taking the lecture. If you will see the third unit and fifth unit, you can easily see the common topics. ठीक है, the electrical billing is there. Okay, electrical load management and maximum demand control. ये था लोड मैनेजमेंट एंड मैक्सिमम डिमांड कंट्रोल इज एज इट इज. जो थर्ड यूनिट में टॉपिक है वो इसमें भी सेम टॉपिक है आपका. पावर फैक्टर इंप्रूवमेंट सेम टॉपिक है एंड इट्स बेनिफिट. ठीक है, सिलेक्शन एंड लोकेशन ऑफ कैपेसिटर सेम टॉपिक है. परफॉर्मेंस असेसमेंट ऑफ पीएफ कैपेसिटर्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन एंड ट्रांसफॉर्मर लॉस तो नहीं है इसमें, लेकिन आपका कैपेसिटर तक सेम टॉपिक है बेटा. और उसके बाद वी विल लुक फॉर क्या हम we will look for the methods by which we can reduce the losses, because ultimately if you are reducing the losses, what does it mean? If you are able to reduce loss of some particular system, what does that mean? It means that now your output energy will be, your output will be close to your input. Okay, efficiency का क्या फॉर्मूला होता है? It is nothing but output upon input. So and output को आप और क्या लिख सकते हो? Output is nothing but input minus losses. If you are able to reduce the losses, then ultimately you are increasing the efficiency. So what we need to study in this particular chapter, see, I won't repeat the topic load management, maximum demand control. You have to read them by yourself because they are exactly same. Exactly what I'm saying is exactly same. If you are having your syllabus, you can easily compare that the not even a single word is changing. 3-4 topics are exactly same, which you have already covered or studied in chapter 3. So what we need to do is we will look for this topic, distribution and transformer losses, because see, this topic is coming under energy efficiency in electrical system, as a topic is suggesting that we need to study the losses. And if we will look this particular topic under the frame of energy efficiency, then we can say that in this particular topic we need to study how we can reduce the losses so that we have more energy efficient system, because losses are definitely directly contributing to the reduced efficiency. Okay, if we are somehow able to reduce the losses, then definitely we will able to increase the efficiency. Your next topic is electrical motor, their types, losses in induction motor, motor efficiency. Okay, motors, as we all know that it is the motors are very important aspect and part of electrical system. You can't talk anything about an electrical system without studying motors. Okay, so in the particular case, in this particular chapter, what I will be able to see is we need to study two aspects basically. We need to study the need of energy efficiency, why it is important, and we need to see the particular aspects from the different component of electrical system, from the point of different component, how we can reduce or what improvement we can do to different components, either they are motors or transformer, so that we could have more energy efficient system. Okay, if you are able to reduce your losses, then definitely you will able to increase the efficiency. Are you able to get the basic concept? आपको समझ में आया कि how we are increasing the in what which aspect we need to study the whole unit. अब हम लोग को जो यूनिट पढ़नी है, हमें किस दिशा में ये चीज लेके पढ़नी है. ठीक है, हम लोग मोटर्स पढ़ने वाले हैं. वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी अबाउट द ट्रांसफॉर्मर, बट दिस टाइम यू हैव ऑलरेडी स्टडीड अबाउट द मोटर, you have already studied about the transformer in your basic electrical only, because see, I have the syllabus of basic electrical, and I know that you have already studied about your motors, your common motors, common generators and transformer. But now we need to study all these things with respect to the losses, with respect to the losses. ठीक है, so that we can reduce those losses with different kind of methods or with different technologies. And ultimately what we will be provided with, we will be provided with more energy efficient motors, more energy efficient transformer. Okay, so that is the basic crux of this unit. अभी हम लोग for today we will study some basic okay, I will just show you some basic components through which we can increase the energy efficiencies. For that I am sharing my screen. Okay, so this is it. I think everybody is able to see. I will only let you know about some technologies which are there. So we will learn about them in detail in our very next chapter. For time being, for today, what you need to see is, you need to see, okay, what are the different components which we are using in electrical system, or what are the technologies which we are using, so that we can make our electrical system more energy efficient. Okay, for that here they have provided with some components through which we can we can make our system more energy efficient. So okay, for to start with, first we have this maximum demand controller. Okay, what is the purpose of maximum demand controller? It is controlling the demand. Okay, and by how we can it is contributing to your energy efficiency. See, you can read this particular line. Consider okay, you can just start from here. High tension consumer have to pay a maximum demand charge in addition to the usual charge for the number of unit consumed. Okay, आपके हाई टेंशन कंज्यूमर्स कौन से होते हैं? which the consumer which are load which are taking the which are actually which are having load which need much more energy, like your industries and your different big organization for which uses or which consumes a large amount of energy on a daily basis. Those consumers will are coming under high tension consumer. So high tension consumers have to pay a maximum demand charge in addition to the usual charge for the number of unit consumed. So they have to provide some extra charge to the utility, okay, to your electrical utility in addition to their usual charge. जितना भी यूनिट वो कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं उसके अलावा they have to provide the utility with some extra fixed charges. Okay, this charge is usually based on the highest amount of power used during some period during the metering month. Okay, see, आप लोगों ने टैरिफ पढ़े हैं, आप लोगों ने ये देखा होगा कि उसमें टैरिफ में एफिशिएंट एनर्जी यूज के लिए कंज्यूमर्स को लुभाने के लिए या वो एक अच्छा पावर फैक्टर मेंटेन करें, उनको एंकरेज किया जाता है कि अगर वो ऑफ पीक आवर में अपना यूज करेंगे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का तो दे विल बी प्रोवाइडेड विद सम बेनिफिट। ठीक है, ऐसे ही जो ये यूटिलिटीज होती हैं इनको भी कुछ टैरिफ दिया जाता है बिकॉज दे आर द लार्ज कंज्यूमर्स, तो they are provided with some data. Okay, if you will consume your energy or you won't consume your energy in this particular hour, your tariff will be decided accordingly. Okay, if you are using your energy in this particular hour, then you have to pay extra, and if you are avoiding your energy consumption in this particular hour, then you need to pay less. Okay, so if they and though ye extra charge hota hai basically, see, if they are using their energy in that particular hours which have already been mentioned by the utility, so they have to provide extra. And if they are not using or if they are taking care, okay, we not need to use energy in this particular hour which has been provided, but कुछ काम या कुछ loads ऐसे होते हैं that you can't stop them. Okay, बड़ी बड़ी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए it is not possible, और इंडस्ट्रीज के लिए it is not possible that they can shut off those loads. Okay, but if they are somehow able to reduce them, then they will be provided with the benefit of reduced tariff or reduced bill. So it was that extra charge. जो एक्स्ट्रा चार्ज उनको देना पड़ता है, जो यूनिट वो कंज्यूम करते हैं, वो किसके लिए देना पड़ता है? उन आवर्स के लिए जिन पे कि उनको थोड़ा कंट्रोल करने के लिए बोला गया है. If they are able to control, then okay, their bill will be less. If they are not, then they will have to pay some extra amount. Okay. The maximum demand charge often represents a large proportion of the total bill and may be based on only one isolated 30-minute episode of high power use. Okay, what it is they are saying is कि जो आपका डिमांड चार्ज होता है बेसिकली वो यूनिट पे कम है, एक्चुअली ये चार्जेस पे ज्यादा हो जाता है यूटिलिटीज के लिए. कंसिडरेबल सेविंग्स कैन बी रियलाइज्ड बाय मॉनिटरिंग पावर यूज एंड टर्निंग ऑफ और रिड्यूसिंग नॉन एसेंशियल लोड ड्यूरिंग सच पीरियड ऑफ हाई पावर यूज. तो ये कह रहे हैं कि मैक्सिमम डिमांड कंट्रोलर बेसिकली क्या करते हैं, जो अननेसेसरी लोड होते हैं, दोज लोड दैट कैन बी कंट्रोल्ड और दैट कैन बी अवॉइड, उन हाई पावर कंजप्शन आवर्स में जो लोड्स आप रिड्यूस कर सकते हो या उसको ऑफ कर सकते हो, उनका ध्यान रखते हैं और वो उनको ऑफ करते हैं. ठीक है, दैट इज द रोल ऑफ योर मैक्सिमम डिमांड कंट्रोलर. ठीक है, दैट इज द फर्स्ट डिवाइस विच इज यूज्ड. ऑटोमेटिक पावर फैक्टर कंट्रोलर, तो पावर फैक्टर कंट्रोलर भी यही करता है बेसिकली. ये भी उस ऑटोमेटिक है क्योंकि यहाँ पे वर्ड तो ये भी देखता है कि दिस पर्टिकुलर डिवाइस इज मेकिंग द पावर फैक्टर ऑफ द होल थिंग वेरी बैड, तो वो उस पर्टिकुलर डिवाइस को उस पर्टिकुलर टाइम के लिए कंट्रोल कर लेता है या फिर ऑफ कर लेता है, वट एवर. ओके, एंड द नेक्स्ट कंपोनेंट इज energy efficient motor. We will study about this particular thing in detail because it is in our syllabus, so we have to study this particular topic in detail, in which what we need to study is minimizing watt losses in motor, how we can reduce watt losses in motor, or these are some other loss areas where motor is actually contributing to the losses, and how we can improve the efficiency. This is provided in this particular table. What else? So we have this soft starter which initially limit your excessive current and providing you with the soft starting of any motor, or variable speed drives are there which are also contributing to the increased efficiency of motors and thereby contributing to increased energy efficiency. Then next what we will have these after these drives we will have this energy efficient transformer. As we all know that transformer is a very important component, or you can say it is a very important part of your electrical utility. We use electrical transformer at various part, like there are distribution transformer, there are generation transformer, so there are substation, like we have a large variety of transformer in our electrical systems. So if we will make them energy efficient, then we will definitely able to contribute to your like more cost friendly systems. So now after that we have this electronic ballast set, which are all, now we have this energy lightning control. If we will able to control the lightning also, then we will able to provide you with better energy efficient system. So that was the brief of this chapter which we are going to study in our coming lectures, and we will take one by one. See, in the next lecture I will teach you about the energy efficient transformer. After that we will study about electrical energy efficient motor. ठीक है?